How to set up a brand new Windows 11 laptop. So I'll be demonstrating this on an Asus VivoBook, but this should work on all models of laptops using Windows 11. So the very first thing you need to do is just go and grab your charger and make sure your laptop is plugged in and charging, and you need to ensure that your laptop remains charging during this entire process. And once you have your laptop plugged in, you can just go ahead and press the power button to turn it on. You can then just wait a few moments while your laptop powers up. Now, because this is the first time turning on your laptop, this may take slightly longer than usual. So once it's turned on, the first thing you'll need to do is go and select a language for your new laptop. So I'll just be selecting English like so. You can then press continue in the bottom right hand side, and then it's going to predict your country or region. So just make sure this is correct, and then you can go and press yes in the bottom right hand side. You'll then just need to choose a keyboard layout. Now, once again, it's going to try and predict this for you, so just make sure this is correct, and then you can go and press yes. It's now going to ask, do you want to add a second keyboard layout? Now we're just going to press skip, and then what you'll need to do is go and connect to a Wi-Fi network. Now we need to do this in order to complete the setup, so just make sure you have a Wi-Fi connection nearby, and then go and select your Wi-Fi from the list. We can then just go and enter our Wi-Fi password and press connect. So once you've connected to the Wi-Fi, it's now going to check your computer for any updates. Now, because this is the first time setting up the computer, there's likely going to be a bunch of things that need updating and installing. So typically during this process, the computer may go and restart itself. You'll basically just need to wait until the computer goes and turns back on. Now, once the computer's started back up, you may get some terms and conditions. You can just go and read through this and press agree. The next thing we can do is name our device. Now, we can always rename this in the future, but this is just going to make it easier to locate our device. So if you want to connect to Bluetooth and things like that, it's just a great way to go and identify that this is your laptop. So I'm just going to type in Reese and then press next. Now, once again, you'll need to wait for your computer to restart, and as soon as it's restarted, it should begin with all of these updates and downloads. Now, this process can take up to an hour, so just go ahead and sit back while these updates take place. Make sure to leave your laptop on charge during the process, and once that's finished, it's now going to ask you to sign in to a Microsoft account. Now, once again, this is required in order to complete the setup process. So all you need to do is go and press sign in the bottom right hand side, and if you already have a Microsoft account created, maybe you had a laptop or a computer in the past, then you can go and sign in with this Microsoft account, and this is a great way to transfer your data from one computer to another computer. Now, if you don't have a Microsoft account, you can always press the create one button, and you can basically go through the steps here to create yourself a Microsoft account. Now, I'm just going to come back over to the previous window, and because I already have an account, I'm just going to simply sign in with it like so. Once you've signed in, you may be asked to create a PIN, and this is essentially like a password that you can use to gain access to your Microsoft account. So just go and enter a PIN and then press OK. You can then quickly go through all of this tracking information. So I'm just going to press no and click on accept, and I'm going to press no again and then just press accept. And this is essentially just ways to collect data. So I'm going to keep pressing no and just press accept. And this really comes down to personal preference, but I'm just going to keep going through all the options here. And now, because I'm signed into a Microsoft account that I've used in the past on another computer, it's actually identified this, and we can go and move our data from our old computer over to the new computer. So I'm just going to go ahead and press continue in order to restore all of my data. Now, if you've created a new Microsoft account, then you may not see this screen. So once we've done all of that, it's going to start up our computer. You may get a couple more windows pop up just asking for some more information. I'm just going to go ahead and press skip to all of this. Like I said, we can always come back to this in the future. You're then going to see this screen that says back up your files to access them on any device, and this is basically a built-in tool to your computer. And if you ever need to transfer your files from one computer to another computer, then it's a great way of transferring and backing up your data. So I'm going to go ahead and press next to this to make sure that this is installed. Now, we'll have the option to back up our phone's photos. For now, we're just going to press skip. It's then going to offer us a few free trials for these different applications. Once again, I'm just going to skip through all of this. Set up an email account in Outlook for Windows Windows. I'm going to uncheck this option and then just press next. Like I said, a lot of this stuff you can just come back to later and set up if you need it. And then finally, we're going to have a couple more windows that we can just skip through. And then just like that, our computer is going to be fully set up and ready to go. And you can go ahead and start using your brand new Windows 11 computer. So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful.